I somehow feel it the same. We have been on a lot of conventions also last year, and the atmosphere was not as good as this year, and especially here at EVC, people are very motivated. They feel that the increase in the market will come again, and that's also somehow how I feel it. We are doing quite a good job with our two different projects that we are working on with artèQ and Pölzl. Last year, obviously, it was tough time, also given the market situation. Nevertheless, this year we see the increase, we see the increased interest of our investors, but also the numbers tell us that there is a true increase of interest and investments again. I guess this was the whole motivation. When we started artèQ around 2 years ago, we were sit together and we thought about in which NFTs we want to invest in next, from private side, me as Jürgen. And then we thought there are so many projects out there, and most of the projects unfortunately are not as good as they tell us. And therefore we said, okay, it would be nice to create a portfolio where we have our expert discussing in which project we should invest in next, and then to offer through our artèQ token the possibilities for our investors, for our community to invest in a whole portfolio than compared to an investment in one single NFT project. Because first of all, obviously this is risk spreading. The second thing is that a lot of people in the space don't have the experience that we do in the digital art market. And therefore, that was the start of the whole process where we sit together and said we need to truly create a collection that we can offer for our investors or artèQ holders. Well, obviously, already 2 years ago, we somehow saw the signs. We thought, okay, this market is so huge and there's so much hype in it, especially in 2021. And we somehow expected the drop, the decrease of the market. And that's what happened in 2022, as the market completely decreased. On OpenSea, we saw numbers decrease of almost 80% of the trading volume per days. And this somehow we expected. That's also the reason why we are very much focusing on those collaborations with traditional art institutions, such as museums, galleries, and artists, because we believe that what we have seen the last couple of years, those NFT projects are nice, but we want to bring more digital art, true digital art, into the NFT space, if you want to call it. I call it digital art space, because for me, NFT is truly only the technical, a non-fungible token is only the medium where the digital art pieces are stored on. So for me, it's not NFT art. This is something that doesn't exist for me. It's always stays digital art, but truly with a different medium where we can transfer ownership through the whole globe. Back in the days, if you copied a digital art piece on a USB stick, and if you would then later on have sold the USB stick with the codings from the digital art pieces on it, you also didn't call it USB art. So I believe as we are at the beginning of such a revolution, given the blockchain technology, there are a lot of people are playing with that. And I believe within the next 3 to 5 years, we will not call it anymore NFT art. It will always, and it is always digital art, only saved on a new medium now. It is very similar to artèQ. We are using the same blockchain technology architecture that we have created for artèQ. We are also using for Colindo, only with a complete different market. For Colindo, we have created a portfolio where we basically invest in real estate projects, in real estate, but also in energy projects. And the Colindo token represents the whole portfolio that we are creating for our Colindo token holders. And especially with Colindo, we are partnering with a very strong partner. They have 35 years plus experience in the real estate market. We are also partnering with external partners specialized in the energy part or in the energy project that we are investing in. So we somehow gathered a community with a lot of specialists that are working for Colindo to increase the portfolio and therefore hopefully also increase the constant value of the Colindo token that is represented by the portfolio. With both project artèQ and Colindo, we are Ethereum-based because for such big projects as artèQ and Colindo, we really want to have a stable network. That's the reason why we are working on Ethereum. I see huge potential in all the use cases where you can tokenize whether tangible or intangible assets. This within the next 5 years will be huge, I believe. That's also what we are aiming for. And I mean, obviously the risks are here, mostly from a technical point of view, I would say. That's the reason why Ethereum for us is the trusted partner, because we didn't want to go with a smaller network that is unstable. Then obviously I also believe that all the regulation issues, those are good things, as the whole market needs to be regulated. I'm looking forward to have the right guidelines from the different authorities, that we certainly know what we can do and what we can. So I believe that is huge potentials, but also some technical risks, as the whole industry is still a very young one.